Have I mentioned that I'm in love? I feel like I was drawn here to this place, to this beach, and yeah, I don't even know what else to say. I'm just happy being alive. That's how I feel. A songbird woke me up at 3:30 in the morning. Even though my travel time in Florida is centered around visiting family, I've also scheduled some time to kind of go off and do my own thing. This is the spring roll. Did I miss a spot? I feel like I can't see. Do you guys like my beach blanket setup? Yeah, I think it works pretty well. Basically, I couldn't find any beach blankets at the place that I'm staying at, so I just grabbed a bunch of towels, but I think this works fine. And it's kind of windy here. I have fruit holding everything down. Multifunctional, you know? My hair is so wild right now. What do you think? Should we take it? Let's take it. Being outside in the sun and walking barefoot and feeling the breeze through my hair, every cell in my body has just come alive. This is all I want. I wanted to show you guys where I'm staying right now. I have such a good feeling about this place. I wanted to show you guys what I brought to the beach, kind of like my beach reads. I actually found this book at my host's place. She has so many amazing like spiritual and like positive-minded reading. So this book, I have been wanting to read this book for a very long time because like an HSP, like this is what I am, and I've known this for a long time. And yeah, I thought about getting the book several times, but I just didn't. And I was so overjoyed to find it at my host place. I think this is meant to be. Like, the universe is telling me it is time to read this book because there's valuable information that I need to hear. I feel like I'm such a loner when I travel, and I know the word loner has like a negative connotation, but it's really like there's nothing bad about it. There's nothing negative about it. Like, I prefer to travel by myself, and it's because I mean, there's so many reasons, but like, you get to do your own thing. You get to completely plan out your day and do what you want, and you don't have anyone else saying like, oh, I don't want to do that. What else would it be, right? People think it's really lonely, but I swear, I am my own best friend. Like, I have zero issue with being by myself and being happy by myself. When you travel by yourself, you meet so many other people because like, it makes you so much more approachable, the fact that you're by yourself. Like when I travel with another person, we almost never meet anyone new because like, we're doing our own thing, you know? I'll have to do another video on this, but like I have so many amazing experiences just like meeting new and interesting people when I travel by myself. So yeah, I really love it. If we're not doing things that light us up in life and that make us happy, then what's the point?
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
I'm just snacking on some dates, coconut date rolls, and bananas. I also found this book. So it's called The 5 Love Languages, and I've heard about this book. This is another one that I've heard about for a while, and I've kind of like studied this stuff a little bit. I think it's really fascinating, but basically what I think the book is about, because I haven't read it yet, but what I think it's about is how all of us have different ways of expressing love to people in our lives. So whether it's like a family member or a friend or like a significant other, I think the book probably focuses mostly on significant others. Basically, it talks about how we all have different ways of wanting to be loved, basically, and it can cause a lot of problems when, like, say you're dating someone who, let's just say to them, they feel the most loved when like the dishes are done and the house is clean and like chores are taken care of and like all that stuff, you know? But like how you feel the most love from someone is like if they buy you gifts. So many conflicts and just like misunderstandings can arise when two people speak different love languages. And so it's about kind of like knowing what the different languages are so that you can spot them in other people and you can know how to better show up for someone else. And also just like being able to communicate that to others, you know, like this is how I need to be loved. This is how I... Sorry, it's so sandy here. It's like so windy, so sandy, and the wind is blowing this way, so I think my camera's okay, but I'm terrified of like a bunch of sand blowing into the lens because it was pretty expensive. So I have sand mixed in with the sunscreen and it just feels really gnarly. This is the pad thai. I believe it's made from kelp noodles and it smells amazing. Highly, highly recommend traveling by yourself. If you've never tried it, try it. You know, you might love it. And if you're afraid about, you know, what people will think, like if they see you sitting by yourself, maybe that looks weird. Honestly, like there was a time when I used to care about that stuff, but that time has long passed because now I just want to enjoy myself, you know? And people are always going to judge you and people are always going to like have opinions of you and think you're weird for doing something. Like if you're worried about being weird, don't worry about that because being weird is the best. That's basically what I wanted to say. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Feel like people. There's nothing wrong with being weird. There's nothing wrong with looking like you're having fun by yourself. Oh my. I should just sit in the sand. Being an extrovert is I think something that is highly valued in society, like much more than being an introvert, but that doesn't mean that it's the best, you know? Like if that's not you, that's entirely okay. Like don't try to be something that you're not. When you start being yourself and start enjoying yourself and doing the things that matter to you and the things that make you feel the happiest and the most alive, that's when you really come into your own. You start just living for yourself instead of living for others, and that's amazing. When you are feeling lit up by life and when you are feeling like you're overflowing with joy and happiness from doing the things that you're passionate about and the things that you really love, then it doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone else around you. It affects the world, and we can really start to raise the vibration of this planet just by being ourselves and following what lights us up and following what makes us happy and just inspiring others along the way, you know, with our light. What you guys didn't see is how much spilled all over the place when I really started squeezing. I'm leaving Florida today. It's my last day here. I'm pretty sad about it. My heart feels so full right now, just from the incredible people I've met and the experiences and just like the amazing weather and food and time with my family, and yeah, it's been the best. So I'm leaving with a very big heart right now. And I drove to Tampa. I don't have a lot of time, but I need to get some food before I get on the flight. So this is where we're going. I've been to this restaurant before. I'm a huge fan. I love this place. This is the orange creamsicle. If you ever had an orange creamsicle popsicle when you were little, like this tastes just like it. Only better because it's raw and it's vegan. I also got this. I got this wrap, which is called the eggless wrap, and I think it's macadamia nuts and cashews that are blended, and it just like is really creamy, and I think they mix in turmeric and some other spices. I think it's supposed to be like an egg salad. It tastes so much better. Follow your heart, follow your callings, follow what lights you up. Do what makes you happy, do what makes you come alive, and you will feel your soul soar, I promise. You're going to inspire so many others in the world with your light as well.